Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, September signals the start of a new TV season. Here to share some insights, we welcome back the host of My Hollywood Story podcast, entertainment reporter Stacey Wilson Hunt. Let's talk about the new shows that are coming out, because you really have your finger on the pulse of what we should watch. So let's talk about the new TV shows coming out that you think we should watch. First of all, Task on HBO Max.
Sure. Yeah. So just to set the stage a little bit for, the world in which you and I grew up, fall TV, that was sort of when all the new shows premiered, right?
Right.
You had reruns over the summer. We would watch, I watched Family Ties reruns growing up. And now, TV premieres are literally all year long. There really isn't that same broadcast model of, okay, fall shows, September through May. It's all year. So that said, there are some marquee shows that do premiere in the fall that I think a lot of the streamers and networks position to be awards favorites. So as you brought up, Task on HBO, which I think is in its second week, really remarkable show. I've seen the whole series. It is really excellent. And I would describe it as Mayor of Easttown meets Sons of Anarchy for people who enjoyed both of those shows.
That's a good description, because I'm watching it. That's a very good description.
Well, of course, and it draws from that the Pennsylvania set nature of Brad Engelsby's first movie, Mayor of Easttown, or first series for HBO. But I think it's a bit more of a character study. It's a slower cook, and I'm really impressed with how much space HBO has given this show to kind of take its time.
Yeah.
And of course, that strange and wonderful Pennsylvania accent that all the actors have to embrace and do beautifully. I'm amazed by it. It's really very beautifully done. So that's one I would definitely recommend Sunday nights on HBO.
And Landman season 2, Landman, sorry. Season 2.
Landman season 2. My buddy Billy Bob Thornton, season 2, coming up in November, I think. And I don't know, for those who didn't see season 1, season 2 will center on Demi Moore's character sort of taking over the oil company from her late husband, who was played by John Hamm. So I think season 2 will feature a bit more Demi and Billy Bob as they kind of face off in the sort of business aspect of the story. I haven't seen any of those episodes yet. They haven't screened them for journalists, but I think Demi will have a larger role. She described her role to me in season 1 as kind of a, quote, "Where's Waldo?"
Oh, wow.
She said she wasn't in it as much as I think she is in season 2. So we'll see. And then Sam Elliott is joining the cast of season 2, which is exciting.
Yeah, Portland connection there too.
Yeah.
Pluribus.
So Pluribus, it's funny. Pluribus is one of those shows that everyone's looking forward to, but nobody knows anything about it, which I think is great. So my friend Vince Gilligan, who of course created Breaking Bad, the wonderful Vince, he is back with his first major series after Better Call Saul, and nobody really knows what the show is about, and that's by design. I saw him in person last year, and I said, okay, can you give me any hint? And he couldn't really tell me what it was about. But he said it's way more of a hearkening back to his days as a writer on the X-Files. So I'd say more sci-fi, probably more supernatural. And then Ray Seahorn, who of course was in Better Call Saul, she is the lead in Pluribus. So I know she's thrilled to be fronting her own show for Vince. And Vince said something interesting earlier this year. He was accepting an award at the WGA Awards, which is the Writers Guild Awards. And he was talking about he's preferring to not really write so much about bad guys anymore. He said that the Walter White years of his life writing for Breaking Bad, I think he wants to do something else. He wants to sort of not center his stories so much on violence and bad guys. That's what he said in his speech. So I have a feeling this will be a bigger swing, maybe more of a cross-genre show. So I'm thrilled to see it. And Apple actually told me last week they're going to send out screeners. So I'll report back.
Okay. Palm Royale, which I love.
Yes, Palm Royale is great. I don't know a lot. Again, Apple's very secretive about their shows. They're very because they can be, first of all.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. We'll see billboards pop up like the day before a show premieres, but none of us really know that much about it. Now, of course, Palm Royale, this is season 2. So we do know a little bit about it because we've already had a great season 1. I don't know what this
season.
It's such a great season, such a great cast. Kristen Wiig, of course, you cannot miss. But yeah, I think that's a favorite in terms of its ensemble. Allison Janney, Leslie Bibb. It's really just an extraordinary cast of people. And the period nature, the sort of gender politics of season 1, I think really resonated with fans. And I personally think it's just so fun to look at.
Yeah.
The colors and the Poochie clothes and the wigs and the costumes.
I love it so much. Stranger Things, final season.
Final season, again, cloaked in mystery because these streamers like to keep us guessing. But what's interesting about what Netflix has done with the final installment of Stranger Things, they're breaking it up. They want it to kind of, and they did this with Wednesday too recently. They'll show some episodes and then they'll give us a break and then they'll drop some other episodes. So they're kind of doing it in installments. And what's really interesting about Stranger Things, not so much about the final season, is that the Duffer Brothers, who created the show, they just got wooed away from Netflix under new ownership at Paramount. So they are now going to be making movies for Paramount, which is a very big deal for them. They wanted to make movies from the beginning. So this is kind of like the Duffer Brothers' swan song for Netflix, and Netflix gave them an enormous platform to make Stranger Things. So I'm sure they're thrilled and very happy with the work they've done there.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just thrilled with our conversation here, Stacey. Thank you so much. Great talking with you.
Thank you too.
And we want to tell everyone again to check out My Hollywood Story podcast. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with AM Northwest. Don't go away.